November 21st, a federal judge blocked the IRS from further record sharing with ICE. So this occurred. But as part of this ruling, there was disclosures happening because it's a law, it's court, right? So there's disclosures. So in August 2025, the IRS disclosed that they've handed over tens of thousands of taxpayer records to ICE, including personally identifying information and home addresses. IRS records revealed in a lawsuit that showed that ICE requested more than 1 million records from the IRS earlier in 2025. And before that, in April, when they created that information sharing agreement of what they would transfer. But this is why people have resigned from the IRS. This might be the reason Billy Wong is out. We weren't sure totally, but he might have been pushing back on this. There's no true evidence of that. He just also might just be an idiot and they didn't like him. That could be why he's out. But if you really kind of follow this and like step back, over the last decade, we've talked about this so many times on the show, right, Blake? Cuts in IRS budget, cuts in IRS budget, cuts in IRS budget. And it's happened over and over and over again. So we cut the IRS's budget, but we're spending more on ICE's budget. So we're shifting from investigation and fines to enforcement. Like we're shifting, and you could argue, right? Taxes, social policies, budgets also do that, right? What you fund in budget is what the government is going to do. So as you cut things out of the budget, defund the IRS, or you defund these government agencies that maybe should be auditing some of this fraud that's happening with Medicare and other things in Minnesota, this is the result you get. So I just think it's really interesting to go back in time and we see this, the sky is falling fear of armed IRS agents because it'll create a police state. And instead now we've replaced them with ICE agents that arguably we have a police state. We got to the same end. It's just different types of people. And I probably, based on my experience with accountants, they're probably a little bit more mild-mannered, maybe a less, jump at the gun, lack of a better term, short-fused than probably the typical, prototypical law enforcement agent.